Okay, students. So today we are going to explain our new chapter in the second year chemistry, that is the biomolecules. So our new chapter is the biomolecules. So in biomolecules, we study about the different type of the topics which are related to our chemistry. So for example, here we have to know the carbohydrates. This is the subtopic for in this biomolecule chapter, and also we have to briefly discuss the vitamins and also proteins and also amino acids. So these are the briefly discussed in this chapter, that is the biomolecules chapter. So now we have to learn the carbohydrates. Simple. So the meaning of the carbohydrates. So what is the mean by the carbohydrates? Means it is the hydrates of the carbon. Hydrates of the carbon simply defined as a carbohydrates. So this carbohydrates will be possess the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Carbohydrates is the hydrates of the carbon. Simply it is denoted with the CnH2O(N) formula. CnH2O(N) formula. It have the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atoms. So here these carbohydrates can be classified into different type of the ways. For example, here the carbohydrates can be classification based on their taste. Okay, students, simple. Based on their taste, it can be classified as sugars and non-sugars. So which will be having the more sweet taste, that will be considered as a sugars. Which do not having the sweetness taste, that will be called as a non-sugars. Okay, students. Here the classification based on the taste of the carbohydrates, they are classified into two categories. On that, one is sugars and another one is non-sugars. Sugars means simple. For example, glucose, fructose. Okay, students, glucose and fructose and maltose, galactose, sucrose. These all are the sweetening nature of sugars, carbohydrates. So they will be having the sweetening nature. Already we have to know the glucose and sucrose. So they will be having the sweetening nature like a fructose also. These all are the sweetening in nature. So based on that nature, they will be called as a sugars. For example, cellulose and proteins, these are the called as a non-sugars. Cellulose and proteins are called as a non-sugars, and starch is also one of the example for non-sugars. So this is the one type of the classification of carbohydrates. Here another classification is also present for the carbohydrate. That classification is based on their hydrolysis. Okay, students, based on the hydrolysis of carbohydrates, they are classified as monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. For example, monosaccharides means they do not further hydrolysis. The type of carbohydrates will called as a monosaccharides. Monosaccharide means they do not further hydrolysis, means when they are dissolved in water, they are having their own nature. They do not further hydrolyzed. The type of carbohydrates, the type of saccharides will be called as a monosaccharides. So example for that monosaccharides is glucose, fructose and ribose is example for monosaccharides. means when the glucose is dissolved in water, they will have the glucose only. That means when hydrolyzed of this glucose, it is not further hydrolyzed. So the type of saccharides will be called as a monosaccharides. And another one is the oligosaccharides. When the carbohydrates are dissolved in water, they give the 2 to 10 units. The type of carbohydrates will called as a oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides means when the carbohydrates react with water, hydrolysis of carbohydrates, they will give the 2 to 10 units, that will be called as a oligosaccharides. For example, when carbohydrate is dissolved in water, if they give the other 2 units, that is called as a disaccharides. The type of saccharides will called as a, what is that? Disaccharides. Disaccharides means when they are dissolved in water, they will give the 2 units to other carbohydrate units. So that is called as a disaccharides. Example for the disaccharide is sucrose, maltose and lactose. These are the example for disaccharides. For example, sucrose, when it is dissolved into the water, it gives the 2 other carbohydrate units like a glucose and fructose. So when sucrose dissolved in water, it gives the glucose plus fructose. That means on hydrolysis of sucrose, it gives the how many carbohydrate units? 2 carbohydrate units. So sucrose is example for disaccharides. Similarly, maltose. Similarly, lactose also. And for example, when the carbohydrates, the saccharides dissolved in water, it gives the 3 other units. Simply that is called as a trisaccharides. 2 other units, that is the disaccharides. 3 other units, that is called as a trisaccharides. Example for trisaccharides is raffinose. Okay, student, raffinose is example for trisaccharides. So based on that, it will be classified as a oligosaccharides. Means when carbohydrates dissolved in water, means on hydrolysis, it give 2 to 10 units, that is called as oligosaccharides. If they give the 2 units, disaccharides. If they give the 3 units, trisaccharides. If they give the 4 units, tetrasaccharides. If they give the 5 units, pentasaccharides. So when carbohydrate dissolved in water, it gives the more than 10 units. That will be called as a polysaccharides. That is called as a polysaccharides. Example for that polysaccharides is starch, cellulose, glycogen. These are the example for polysaccharides. So this is the classification of carbohydrate based on their hydrolysis capacity. Okay, student, based on their taste, sugars, non-sugars. Based on the hydrolysis, monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, on that oligosaccharides, disaccharides, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, pentasaccharides, like that. And polysaccharides. This is the based on the hydrolysis capacity. Then another classification for the carbohydrates, that is based on the functional group. Okay, student, based on the functional group. Based on the functional group also, the carbohydrates can be classified into aldoses and ketoses. Based on the functional group is present on the carbohydrate, they are classified into the 2 categories. On that one is aldoses. Another one is ketosis. So aldoses means it will having the aldehyde functional group, that is the C double bond O H functional group, aldehyde functional group, that is called as aldoses. Is the ketone functional group. Ketone means C double bond O. So ketone functional group will present, that is called as a ketosis. Okay student, based on the functional group, it will be classified as aldoses and ketoses. Aldoses means the carbohydrates will having the aldehyde functional group. Ketoses means the carbohydrates will having the ketone functional group. And again this aldoses and ketoses can be classified based on the number of carbon atoms. Okay students, if 3 carbon atoms are present in case of aldoses, that is called as a aldotriose. If 4 carbon atoms are present in aldoses, that is called as aldotetrose. If 5 carbons are present in aldoses, it is called as a aldopentose. Aldopentose. If 6 carbon atoms are present in case of aldoses, aldo6-hexose, 5 pentose, 4 tetrose, 3 triose. These are the aldoses. Same in case of ketoses. If 3 carbon atoms are present in ketoses, it not exist. 3 carbon atoms containing ketoses, carbohydrate, is not exist. If 4 carbon atoms are present, ketotetrose. If 5 carbon atoms are present, ketopentose. If 6 carbon atoms are present, ketohexose. So this is the classification of carbohydrates based on the functional groups. So another classification will be present, that is based on the reducing nature. Based on the reduction nature. What is that students? Based on the reduction nature also, carbohydrates are classified into 2 categories. Reduction means here the carbohydrates can be reduced, the reduction, the Tollens reagent and Fehling reagent and Benedict's reagent. So carbohydrates can be reduced. Reduce means nothing but reduction. Reduction of Tollens reagent, reduction of Fehling reagent, reduction of Benedict reagent. They can be classified into 2 categories. Okay students, here the classification is based on the reducing capacity, reduction capacity of the carbohydrates. Okay. So based on the reducing nature, the carbohydrates can be classified into the 2 categories. So reducing nature means reduction. Here the carbohydrates can be reduction of Tollens reagent, Fehling reagent, Benedict reagent. That means here the carbohydrates can be reduced, reduction of this Tollens reagent, Fehling reagent, Benedict reagent. Based on that capacity, they are classified into the 2 categories. On that one is reducing sugars, another one is non-reducing sugars. That means carbohydrates can be reduced, reduction. Reduce means nothing but reduction of that 3 reagent, then the type of carbohydrates are reducing sugars. If they do not reduction of that reagents, then that is called as a non-reducing sugars. So example for that reducing sugars is glucose, fructose, maltose and lactose. Glucose, fructose, maltose and lactose. These are the example for reducing sugar. Non-reducing sugars, well-known example is the sucrose. The well-known example for non-reducing sugar is sucrose. So this is the meaning about the reducing and non-reducing sugars. So these are the classification of the carbohydrates. Here the carbohydrates means nothing but these are the hydrates of the carbon. They will be possess the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atoms. So these carbohydrates can be classified in different ways. One is based on their taste. Based on their taste, they are the sugars and non-sugar. Sugars and non-sugars. And based on the hydrolysis, monosaccharides, oligosaccharides. And based on the functional group, aldoses and ketoses. And similarly based on the reducing nature, reduction nature, reducing sugars, non-reducing sugars. So these are the classification. Now here we have to learn the preparation of glucose. So in our intermediate syllabus, how the glucose can be prepared in laboratory. In laboratory, one preparation for glucose is sucrose on acid hydrolysis of sucrose. Acid hydrolysis of sucrose, it gives the glucose. For example, sucrose means C12H22O11 react with water in presence of acid, it gives the glucose and also it gives the fructose. So this is the one of the preparation for glucose. What is that? Acid hydrolysis of sucrose, it gives the glucose. And another preparation, hydrolysis, acid hydrolysis of starch. So the chemical formula of starch is C6H10O5, taken N. So acid hydrolysis of starch, it also gives the glucose, N moles of glucose. So this is the reaction for preparation of glucose from starch. So these are the two methods are present for preparation of the glucose.